My daughter suddenly collapsed and urgently needed surgery. When it was time to pay, I discovered that the education fund, which I had painstakingly saved up for her, was gone. Desperate, I called my husband, Declan, the hospital director, to ask if he could expedite the process. He dismissed me coldly. "Adeline, how could you joke about our daughter's life out of jealousy? You expect me to break the rules?" In tears, I tried to reach him again, but his phone was off. My daughter never woke up. Later, I found out that Declan had used my daughter's life-saving money to buy a house in a good school district for Rosalie's son. And on the day of her cremation, he spent the entire night watching fireworks with Rosalie and her son. At the hospital, watching my daughter's heart rate plummet, I was so desperate that I fell to my knees. "Dr. Wesley, please operate on my daughter. I promise I'll pay the fees soon." Dr. Wesley gently pushed my hand aside, looking troubled. "Sister-in-law, please don't put us in a difficult position. We can't perform the surgery without payment." Director Declan didn't approve it over the phone. And he specifically instructed us not to let you cause a scene here. Is this causing a scene? This is life and death. The patient's heartbeat is weakening, an abrupt voice sent chills down my spine. The alarm from the monitor filled me with terror and confusion. Yes, I could call Declan's Rosalie, Nora, they were likely together. With trembling hands, I dialed Nora's number. After what felt like an eternity, she answered. "Adeline, Declan is bathing Finn right now. If it's urgent, I'll get him to answer." I closed my eyes, trying to suppress my fury. "Tell him to come to the hospital immediately." Declan must have heard me, as he shouted angrily on the other end. "Adeline, aren't you done with your drama? You're taking this too far." "No," I cried out in desperation. "Our daughter needs you. Come back quickly, she doesn't have much time." Before I could finish, the call was disconnected. Tears streamed down my face as I watched my daughter slipping away. As I hesitated, wondering whom to call next, the nurse's urgent voice rang out again. "The patient's heart has stopped." "No, it can't be." I screamed and rushed to my daughter's side. Zoe must be in pain, just asleep. She wouldn't leave me. I shook her frantically. "Zoe, wake up and look at mommy, please." But no matter how hard I tried, her eyes remained closed. Overwhelmed with grief and anger, I fainted. When I awoke, my daughter had been taken to the morgue. I pushed through the pain in my head and stumbled there. I could only touch my daughter's cold body. No. I couldn't accept it. My Zoe was alive. Just a while ago, we were playing games happily. How could she leave me? I didn't know how long I had been crying, my eyes swollen. With trembling hands, I dialed Declan's number again. But he kept rejecting the call immediately. I laughed bitterly at myself. Why was I still hoping? Suppressing my deep sorrow, I called my best friend. She was the one helping with my daughter's arrangements. "At the crematorium," she said with red eyes. "Maybe, try calling again. After all, he is Zoe's biological father." I remembered how much Zoe adored her dad. Not wanting her to leave with regrets, I dialed his number with a composed face. "Then I'll give him one more chance." The call was quickly answered. "What is it this time?" "You have time to call me, you should spend more with Zoe drawing." Yes, Zoe loved drawing with me the most. But we would never have that chance again. "Come to the crematorium to see your daughter one last time." I held back tears, speaking calmly. "Heh." Declan laughed mockingly. "Where did you learn these lines? Don't teach Zoe bad things. Let Zoe talk to me. You can't hear her voice anymore. If she's asleep, then tomorrow. I'm busy now." Without listening further, Declan hung up. He even turned off his phone. If he wouldn't listen, let him regret it. Watching the fire turn my daughter's small body into ashes. My heart hurt so much I could barely breathe. I silently made a vow in my heart. At home, I held a memorial service for my daughter. Guests were curious. "Adeline, where's Zoe's dad?" Yeah, what's more important than a child's funeral? Indeed, I also wondered what Declan was doing. My daughter's playful smile appeared in my mind. "Mommy, come catch me." "Mommy, my birthday wish is to celebrate with both parents, okay?" A noise at the door snapped me back. I looked up to see Declan, who hadn't been home for days, carrying a big cake. Beside him were Nora and her son, both dressed in red. I felt a sting in my nose and looked down. Adeline, what are you doing? Turning our home into a funeral hall. Guests started whispering as Declan walked in with the unfamiliar pair. He sensed something was wrong. He saw our daughter's black and white photo on the table. Emotionally charged, he shouted, Adeline, you've gone too far. Why put Zoe's photo here? You're crazy and shouldn't curse my daughter. Can't you see? This is Zoe's funeral and memorial service. My tone was calm, devoid of emotion. Declan squinted, frowning in disbelief. To cover up his unease, he raised his voice several times. No, this must be some trick of yours. Tell me, where are you hiding Zoe? Bring her out. Dad, Declan, where's Zoe? Didn't we agree to celebrate her birthday today? Nora's son, Jasper, asked. Yes, today was supposed to be my daughter's 5th birthday. But it turned out like this. Yes, today is Zoe's birthday. I bought her favorite cake. He said, panicking as he went upstairs. Calling, Zoe, are you upstairs? Don't play hide and seek with Dad, okay? Guests started whispering again. What kind of father doesn't know his daughter died? Exactly. Bringing a mistress and her child here, heartless. I ignored them, kneeling, continuing to burn paper money. Unable to find my daughter, Declan stormed back down. Adeline, where's Zoe? Dad, Declan, is Zoe playing hide and seek with us? Can we take her to our new home to play? It's beautiful. Hearing new home, I suddenly looked up. Remembering Nora wanted to buy a house here for her son to attend school. Could it be? I quickly stood, walked to Declan. Declan, did you use our daughter's education fund to buy a house for them? Adeline, don't blame Declan. He felt sorry for us having no place to live and used it temporarily. Nora acted pitifully, trying to gain sympathy. So it was true. If Declan hadn't taken that money, Zoe wouldn't have died from lack of surgery funds.